Using a retro database from the 2001-2002 season, I'm going to take on my friend Tom FM in a 1v1 draft competition. It's a lot of fun. So, Tom FM, welcome back, buddy. Thank you for joining me.
No, it's a pleasure to be here, Luke. How you doing?
I'm doing well, mate. Thank you for joining me. We've done a video on your channel as well.
Yes.
Your Tactic Tuesday, a new series.
Yeah, brand new series. I think it will go down pretty well, so I'm looking forward to seeing how people react to it.
Absolutely. We'll put the link down below if it's come out by now in the description. But today we've got quite an exciting video because we have a custom retro database with some players that you definitely don't know who they are because you didn't know who Maldini was.
Yeah, there's a lot of names here that I don't recognise. I mean, there are names that I do recognise. I'm looking down this list. Like Del Piero, what a boy. Roy Keane, what a boy. Henrik Larsson, what a boy. I don't know who Gazika Mendieta is, but...
What? He played for Middlesbrough.
Well...
He literally played in the Premier League.
Well, that goes some way to explaining why I don't know. He played for Middlesbrough. I mean, come on. Find a good team.
I mean, if you played for Lincoln City, you'd know exactly who it was.
I would.
I mean, I'm looking down the list of these players, and this is just my childhood, like in a nutshell. So much nostalgia, which I think is going to be what everybody is going to enjoy, seeing these types of players. I've give ourselves an unlimited draft transfer budget, so we can just go ham and just pick our favourite players, or players that you've never heard of, for instance. Yeah. And we've got a 1v1, just one match. That's all it is.
Ooh.
That's all it is. A couple of thank yous I want to give out to Sai Maggio for one, allowing me to, having a video, by the way, of actually how to download this database into FM22 in the draft mode. I'll leave a link for that down in the description. And of course, for the Mad Scientist, it's his database. He does fantastic databases. I know he's got one coming out this year. I've done a thumbnail for it. I think it's going to be quite an exciting one. It's a 20-year anniversary of the very first Championship Manager. So that one will be out soon. But this one he created for last year's game. You just have to import it into this year's draft, should you wish to do so. But Tom, I am going to press ready. Are you ready? Because our ending of shortlisting, which we definitely haven't done any shortlisting, is about to begin. We've got 1 minute per draft pick. Are you ready?
I am more than ready. I've pressed it.
Let's go. Who's going to get first pick and who are you going to go for? Because Raul is the most... I've got the first pick. Come on. Okay, I'm going with Raul as my first pick. Who are you going for?
Well, I feel like I've got to go for the supposed GOAT. I mean, I don't know, I've not heard of him. Paolo Maldini. I've got him in.
I love how you went for him because of that reason.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, well, if you're not going to go for him then, I think I might go for him. Zinedine Zidane.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
2 Real Madrid boys, straight away.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair play. You've got the two great guys in. Maybe I should have gone for someone better than Maldini. I don't think he's that good. He's 34 in this database as well, so he's on his last legs. But I think I'll go for the second most expensive player in this database. Let's get Shevchenko in. You know, he's probably
he looks
a class
absolutely
striker.
Fantastic. There's a couple of really good strikers. Well, actually, there's loads of really good strikers in this database, but there's a couple at the top here that we can see. Hernan Crespo and Del Piero. Del Piero is not really suited to be a striker, so I might avoid him, to be honest. David Beckham, my idol back then in the 2001-2002. But I think I'm going to go with Hernan Crespo.
Okay, I like that.
It's your pick. It's your pick.
Oh, God, that's gone quick, hasn't it? It's gone through... Well, quickly, I'm going to go for Edgar Davidsson, the legend of Barnet, because he was with Barnet for a little while, wasn't he?
He was indeed. Right, now I can go.
Yes.
For Hernan Crespo.
And then you've got another pick.
And I've got another pick. I'm going for Roy Keane.
Yeah. Good shout. Well, in that case, I'll go for David Beckham. You know, get one of the Brits in at least.
There's some big defenders. We haven't picked one yet. Fernando Hierro is the most expensive defender, despite having terrible pace. But I'm going to go with Alessandro Nesta, who is another fantastic Italian centre-back. Have you heard of Nesta?
Yeah.
Nesta?
I recognise the name. He's probably quite good, wasn't he? But I quite like the look of Patrick Vieira. I want to bring him into the team.
Oh, that's a good call. Does that mean we've got Keane versus Vieira?
Yeah, I think it does. But how could I not? I've just seen his name, Roberto Carlos. Oh, I've got to bring him in.
So annoyed. All right, well, I'm going to go for another centre-back in Jaap Stam.
I will go for Pavel Nedved. I don't really know who he is, but he plays left midfielder, and I want a left midfielder.
What? You don't know who Pavel Nedved is?
I don't know. Some bloke called Pavel.
He's a Ballon d'Or winner.
Wow. Clearly he's not that good because I haven't heard of him, so...
Right, well, I've gone for a right back that I've never actually heard of in Zauri. Now, I'm looking for a right midfielder. Sergei Rebrov is there. Steve McManaman. I'm going to go with Enrico Chiesa.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Now, my issue here is I'm looking for a right back specifically. I'm just trying to fill out the positions right. I just don't recognise the names, so I don't know who's good. And then I get down to Gary Neville, but he's valued at 12 million. I feel like, if he's valued at 12 million, he can't be actually that good in this. I might just go Salgado because he plays for Real Madrid, and I assume when this database was sort of made, but Shevchenko's at Milan, like it must be that sort of early 2000s, right? So
2001, 2002.
Well, Madrid were class then, so I'll go Salgado. He was probably quite good, right?
Yeah, he was very good. He was very good.
I'll trust that. I'm going to bring in Laurent Blanc. I've got him.
I've gone with Kili Gonzalez, who was a class attacking left midfielder from Valencia back in the day. Now, if I'm going to go, I'm going to need to go for a left back, really. You've picked the good one in Roberto Carlos, who looks absolutely disgusted on this game. So I haven't really got a lot of options because you've got Maldini as well, who is up there.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm going to have to go with Christian Ziege, who was Tottenham's left back.
I've got to go for a keeper. If I've not got one yet, and I'll go for the most expensive, and I would say the best one, Buffon.
Now, there isn't a lot of options. Toldo's there, a little bit older. Peruzzi from Lazio. 20 reflexes, 19 handling. What I've noticed from this database is there's a lot of players who have a lot more of 20s.
Yes, I can imagine,
than anything else. So have you got a starting 11 now?
When I picked Thierry Henry to be my second striker, I now have a starting 11, yes.
Cool. Right, so how about we leave the video there and we'll come back looking at our tactics once we have picked our full squad. Right, Tom, we've selected and drafted our full squad. Do you want to walk us through what you're looking like? Obviously not giving too much away how you're going to play, but basically your starting 11 and your shape.
Okay, yeah. So, I guess to an extent it's a 4-4-2 to an extent, but it's quite a defensive one. Now, I use this tactic quite a lot in the beta with Lincoln City and like an offline save that I did, and it worked incredibly well, so good. But I think since then there's been a few patches. It may have been tweaked a little bit, it might not work as well, but I want to test it out today to see if it does, because if it does, I might start using it with other teams that I manage in Football Manager. So we've got a back four, Roberto Carlos and Maldini on the left-hand side of it, with Sol Campbell and Salgado on the right-hand side of that defence, obviously Buffon in goal in front. Edgar Davids combined with Patrick Vieira in the middle of the park, with Pavel Nedved out wide, who I realise is actually very good because he's my best left midfielder, right midfielder, shadow striker and advanced forward. But he's on the left hand side with David Beckham on the right. Shevchenko leads the line with Thierry Henry playing in just behind. Cool.
Well, I'm going to go for the same style of tactic that I used in the playoffs this weekend just gone. 4-2-3-1, just slightly asymmetric. I've got Peruzzi in goal. I've got Zauri at right back, Yapstam and Nesta at centre back, and Nesta just looks absolutely phenomenal, so I'm excited to see what he does. Silvinho at left back, he looks incredible as well. I didn't realise how good he was, very cheap. We will have Roy Keane and Patrick Vieira on the pitch together because he is my ball-winning midfielder. There's so many 20s on him. Next to Zidane. Now, I found it difficult to find a place for Zidane, considering how good he is, because I'm also using a shallow striker, and he only has 10 for finishing and 14 off the ball. So he plays a deeper role for me instead. Chiesa on the right hand side, even better than his son is at the minute, so that looks great. One Sebastian Veron. Now, I wasn't very good when he came to the Premier League, but this was before that, and he looks incredible there. Yeah. So he fills in that shallow strike role with Rui Costa, the Ramdeuter on the left hand side, in behind Raul up front. Now, Raul was like my favourite player back in the day around about this time. My bench as well, I've got somebody like R9 just sat on the bench because physically he's not as good as Raul. Steven Gerrard, Hernan Crespo, those types of players there. Even Sami Huppi, I think I've got more Liverpool players than I have Man United. But let's go into it, Tom.
Let's go.
It's a 1v1.
I also had a Raul shirt, now I think about it, when I was younger too. So Milan Baros and Raul, they're the two that I prefer. Not Nedved.
Not that's got anything to do with Pavel Nedved, other than they're both from Czech Republic.
Yeah, Milan Baros is the man. He's the one for me. Oh, asymmetrical.
Oh, yes.
I don't like it.
Oh, yes. I'm going to let you in on a little secret already as well, Tom, with this tactic. It comes in two parts. There's a first half and a second half part of the tactic.
What? No, I'm not having that. Oh, okay. Well, my boy's in green, so I didn't have time to change the kits. I would have gone red and white stripes, obviously, but we'll have to settle with the green.
I was going to say, unlike you.
Yeah, I mean, it's called Lincoln City, but the L is a 1 because you can't have actual real-life team names in this for whatever reason, so it's Lincoln with a 1 as the L.
Clever.
But I didn't have time to change the kits, obviously, so it's just a nice green which I think suits Roberto Carlos quite nicely. He just sort of plays it around with Maldini, whoever he is. Buffon sends it long.
He is. What is my keeper doing?
I mean, it's a good job that your players were switched on there, because your keeper was all over the place. Oh, nice little...
We got a few Cruyff turns there for Roy Keane.
That is
unrealistic. Very unrealistic for Roy Keane to chuck in a Cruyff.
Oh
my God.
Oh, if that had gone in.
Scored that.
If that had gone in.
Jesus.
Okay, a pretty cagey start so far, I feel.
You've had more of the chances, but that one opportunity was a good one.
It was not too bad. I think Salgado, my team, might have picked up a little bit of a knock. He's suddenly wanting to come off with a tight calf.
Yeah, he's seen Roy Keane and thought, nah, you're alright.
Yeah, he's had enough of that day, hasn't he? As Edgar Davids wins the ball in the air. I don't think we'll say that too many times today. Oh, finds up Shevchenko.
What a block from Yatstam. That is incredible.
I'm not having it. I'm calling drug cheats or something like that there. That's disgusting. I mean, I feel like... Look at the match stats, 5 shots to 2 shots. Need to get in there and get a goal before you do.
So by the looks of it, you're going for the double Segundo Volante.
Yeah,
I respect it.
2 vols. It seems to work pretty well for Lincoln City in League One, so...
Oh no, I've had an injury.
Oh no, who is it?
Sebastian Veron.
Oh, okay.
Right, well luckily, I can move Rui Costa, who is arguably one of my favourite players from this time period, into that shadow striker role. Veron, and put on Kelly Gonzalez, who is an incredible winger. So it's not too much of a first-team player mishap. I just wanted to get Veron on the pitch, if I'm honest. Rafa Benitez, Rui Costa in that shadow striker role straight away scores.
And this is what I mean, we should have taken our chances earlier on, otherwise you're going to do this. And
it is a lovely ball from Chiesa.
It is. And Gonzalez sorts it all out.
Edgar Davids.
Well,
he didn't win the ball
too short.
there.
He's too short. Look, you can't blame him for his lack of height.
His glasses were steamed up. He missed the ball.
I know. I've got faith in the boys. They're going to come back and get a great goal, great results. We're going to win it. We've been on top so far. It's just a minor setback. Just a minor setback. That's all it is.
I can see Pat Vieira scared of Roy Keane already. Raul. Raul's in. Oh, it's another fantastic block. Is that Pat Vieira?
Sol Campbell.
Oh, Sol Campbell.
My boy.
What a block.
I need to make some changes, though. Shevchenko's had a poor game. I'm going to bring him off for Henrik Larsson.
Well, I'm making some changes as well. Steven Gerrard coming on for Zinedine Zidane. And Ronaldo, R9, coming on for Raul.
I mean, R9 on the bench. Wow.
Yeah, people are going to be complaining if I don't at least give R9 a game. Despite him not being as good as Raul in the database, people are going to want to see him.
Yeah, definitely.
He's in again. He's got Sol Campbell in his back pocket. He just can't finish it.
And we just can't seem to score. We've had plenty of chances today. We're just not doing much with it, apparently. Come on, Sol.
Oh, Sol Campbell in the bar.
And that's, I think, twice now having cleared off a line or crossbar from a corner. We've just been a little bit unlucky.
88th minute, and there is another highlight. It's Sol Campbell. He's gone.
Sol Campbell being sent off.
Send him, ref.
He had to do it. He had to do it.
That must be the most terrifying referee ever, because I've stood next to Sol Campbell and he is ginormous.
Yeah, I bet
he's one of the most intimidating blokes I've ever seen in my life.
For me, he's one of the most successful Notts County managers of all time as well. That's my main memory of Sol Campbell.
Oh, you're spitting more facts than Omega Dad on the channel.
Yeah, well, exactly. I think so. I think your dad and I would get on really well. We've obviously got a lot of Sol Campbell facts in common.
Yeah, so much knowledge about Pavel Nedved.
Yeah,
well, there we go, Tom. Unfortunately, mate, you could not break my defence. It was
a good defence, to be fair.
It was a tight game.
Yeah, we had those chances early on and we didn't take them. And I said at the time, we're going to rue these mistakes and not taking these chances, and we did.
Absolutely. The recovery tackles from Jaap Stam at the end there.
Yeah,
how left the trophy.
How was it? Henri had the chance. It was him or one
took
of them
it round the goalkeeper.
Defensively, you got it spot on today. But I think my tactic was working relatively well. I might try it out a little bit more in other save files.
Oh yeah, I mean, I only managed to get one past you, which was, fairly a lucky goal as well. I'd say the Edgar Davids missing the header because he's about 5'4". So quite unfortunate, to be honest. My team didn't play as well as I'd like it to, but we still managed to take the win. Tom, thank you very much for joining me today, mate.
No, thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun, even though I did lose. It was good to look through a list of players where I don't know most of them. It was good fun.
Well, all your links can be down in the description, but where can people find you? What you've got going on right now?
You can find me on YouTube, Tom FM on there. We're playing a save with Wrexham at the moment, which is going surprisingly well. Too well. I feel like it's going too well. So we're in the Championship now, and I feel like this is going to be a very bad season for us because we have not a lot of money or reputation to sign players. So that'll be difficult. But hopefully we can just about stay up.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Joy. I'm sure you'll be back at some point. Maybe we'll have another draft with a different database. Or the same again, and see if you can figure out some more of these player names and who the hell they are.
Yeah, well, I don't trust Pavel Nedved. He's my arch nemesis now, along with Maldini. I don't like either of them. I mean, Maldini on a 6.5 for me today, Nedved on a 6.3. I mean, I'm being told that these players are outstanding and world class, and all I've had from them in my experience as Football Manager is a load of crap. So...
Brilliant. Thank you very much, mate. I'll see you again soon.
See you later, man. Have a good one.